Up next, the Heat taking on the Hawks. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Risacher and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Okongwu in at the center, filling out the middle. And that one drops for him. Risacher's got the first points up on the board here for Atlanta. Here's Miami now. And this team has been on a very impressive 17-game winning streak. They are red hot right now.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see.
First team foul.
Instead, it seems like time and again, the Heat uncover those hidden gems, turning unknowns into big contributors.
That's one of the things they do best, Kevin. The list of names like that is long, but look no further than Udonis Haslem, whose jersey they retired last season. Their hard work culture seems to breed those kind of success stories.
Z, good.
Hero keeping the defense guessing.
From Tyler Hero.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Young dishes to Johnson. Down low. Daniels kicks to Johnson. Okongwu a screen. And it's Risacher missing.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Here's Jaquez. Buries the long-range jumper.
What a setup for Jaquez Jr. All he has to do is focus and shoot.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Erik Spoelstra. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now, here is Young after the miss from Z. Jaquez with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Z. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now, here is Young. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Risacher at the elbow. 4 on the clock. Takes the 3. Young, no good. Miami leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Z. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Johnson with a screen on Hero. Daniels, no good. So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Timberwolves at Target Center. Right wing, here's Z. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Shoots from the high post. It's hauled in by the Heat. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
The Heat making a switch here. Butler's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Trent's checked in.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
And a moment to look at the score.
Substitution on the field.
And here are the Heat now, leading by 5. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Jaime Jaquez is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Z, and it's Highsmith in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Pass to Bufkin. Kicks it out to Collins. Knocks down the 3-ball. Collins has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Heat leading by 7. Here's Z, defended by Young. Z can't get it to go. Hawks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. To the inside. Here's Young. It's deflected, and they get it back. The Hawks working the ball around. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Now just a 4-point Miami lead. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Heat are always a tough-minded bunch. Jimmy Butler says, I just think nobody cares on our team. Make or miss shots, we're going to be who we are because we're not worried about anybody else. So that's what I think it is, the I don't give a darn factor. I'm paraphrasing, Kevin. You get the picture.
I do, David. You are G-rated. Hey, thank you, D.A. Daniels passes to Okongwu. Driving to the basket. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Z. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Heat up by 3. And we'll be back with you right after this.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through. Okay, now we've got some time. And that's a halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3 spot. Now an update on Nikola Jovic from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Kevin caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Heat. He said it appears to be a moderate wrist sprain. And of course, that would be a brutal loss for this team if he misses any time, as they're getting ready for the end of the season. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Risacher. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Miami leading by 6. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League. And now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been. And he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Looking to end the run. And Adebayo sends it back.
Well, you have to love Bam's mentality. Always looking for ways to disrupt things defensively.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against Minnesota was a man determined. He had 56 points, and he was so productive offensively, he wound up setting a new season high for himself in scoring. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Hawks making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. It's Young on the wing. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Jones, the pass to Okongwu. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. They need this one. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Young.
Well, this is what Young is capable of every time he steps on the floor. He is a one-man offensive machine.
See the pass to Hawkes. Inside, here's C. The rebound by Johnson. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Jones finds Young. Drops in the layup for 2. Young's got 20 points.
Yeah, you love to see that. Really solid stuff from Young in close.
Outside Butler. To the paint. Here's Z. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Johnson kicks to Young. Johnson surveying the floor. Okongwu with a screen on Hawkes. Johnson can't hit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Well, he is a gifted attacker. When Hawkes Jr. gets this kind of opening, you know what happens next.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Daniels kicks to Jones. Johnson from outside. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Kicks it out to Hero. Here's Z. Cans it from downtown. Z's got 16 points here in the second half.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Head coach Erik Spoelstra mic'd up along the...
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Jimmy Butler. He's out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Ware in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Bufkin. Young in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Atlanta.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Collins got a hand on it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Jaquez. Pass to Z. From outside the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. Z's got 33 points. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, their shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And Miami making a change here. Highsmith is checked in. Daniels, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks trail by 17. Young from outside. Atlanta again missing. Miami's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Z, good.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Young for three. Jaquez with the rebound. Jaquez has got 8 rebounds in this game. Z banked in off the glass, and it's 37 points for Z.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And here's Trent outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
That's a nice find by Trae Young.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Zach Collins. Jalen Johnson comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Reza Shea in for Trent. Takes the 13-footer. Z, good. Z's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Young against Hero. Young's shot is off. The Heat leading by 20. Outside, Hero. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Pass to Z. Young with the steal. That one, no question, powered it down.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
Jaquez outside, inside. Here's Z. Missed inside. The Hawks trail by 18. And Young, here we go. And the layup is good. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Reza Shea. Here's Johnson. looking to end his cold spell in Atlanta again with the bucket.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Miami.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Z.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Here's Bufkin. Can't hit from in close. Miami's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat Pointer to be honored with the statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Pass to Daniels. Reza Shea with it. Fires the 3. Kept alive.
Come on, y'all, box out.
Now Johnson. The Hawks working the ball around. Young for 3. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Reza Shea with it. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really